Hey, James N0 WRL here with World Radio League, and yeah, a bunch of new stuff actually. So we're here at Huntsville Hamfest. We've been doing Ham Radio Prep and World Radio League, and lots of new updates on the World Radio League app. If you haven't checked it out yet, the first thing you got to know is you get this really awesome band conditions widget. So if you download the World Radio League app, you can check your band conditions anytime. Then once you click in, you're going to be in the band conditions in the app. So we've made a lot of recent enhancements to the app. Some of them are just really simple stuff that's a nice touch. Like now I can view my band plan. If I click it, band plan here straight from the app. So this is super helpful if you just need a quick reference. I'm one of those people that doesn't have all of my bands exactly memorized, so that's pretty handy right there inside the app. Of course, you've got all the stuff you already know, like the logbooks, but we've added a bunch of enhancements to this. For POTA, makes it super easy to auto spot yourself over to the POTA network. You've got your spots here. Recent updates just make it easier to use, like we persist your spotting filters. So if you leave and go to your log and then go back to your spots, then it'll keep those. And then you've got your map. A lot of new mapping enhancements are coming. And I actually did a Montesano activation while I was here yesterday and got 47 contacts in the log. It's pulling most people from their home location, but what was funny is I had a pile up on 2 meters and worked like almost all of the famous YouTubers. I've got Josh, I've got Jason from Ham Radio 2.0 in here. I might have had, were you at Montesano?
I was on 2 meters.
You were on 2 meters? Did I get you in the log?
Just yesterday. Maybe, I don't think so.
Yeah, I was looking for your call, but yeah. And then a bunch of stuff on the web too. We've still got all the live contests going. We updated our logbook map and share feature, and just in general, like adding a bunch of stuff. So really appreciate everybody who's out there trying it out, logging contacts, whether you're POTA hunting or activating. Really appreciate you guys, and really appreciate everybody that's been supporting through either a membership or just sending us feedback. It helps a ton. And thank you for the interview, of course, as always.
Is there anything new at Ham Radio Prep?
Over at Ham Radio Prep, we just launched a new satellite and space operations course. So it's a course that teaches you everything from the history of satellites, how satellites work, how they're constructed, tracking your first satellite, tracking beacons on satellites, making your first satellite voice QSO, Earth Moon Earthbound, SSTV, all kinds of great stuff. And Professor Jim N4BFR, as you already know, is your professor in that course and does an excellent job. So if you've been thinking about getting into satellites but haven't exactly known where to start, check out the new satellite and space course.
All right, man, is there anything else?
That's the main stuff. You know, we want to hear from you guys. What do you want to see next? We got a lot of really good ideas floating around about World Radio League. I can show you something pretty cool that we probably since the last time you interviewed us, we've introduced, which is your activity map. So one more reason to create a profile and import your ADIF. But if you go and you search for a user, so you got your call sign search on the mobile app. If you search for a user and then pull them up, you'll be able to see their streaks as well as like their logging activity here, which we got the idea from GitHub. So now like when you're logging, you'll kind of get to see a little bit more what type of operator the person is. You could see confirmed contacts, things like that. So if you haven't set up an account, just set up an account. You can import an ADIF and it'll populate your activity map as well.